Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another fine episode here at the Artist Corner, where we bring you fine, high-quality drawing tutorials on a regular basis. Tonight, let me run down the list of tools we will use or that we might need. We're going to bring the trusty old number 05 millimeter Pentel green drawing pencil. We've got our white well, dirty, but still white eraser. Make sure that you clean the black off before you use it. Just wipe it on your pants or something. Usually cleans right up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want to have too much of the black on there. It will come off on your paper. The next thing you want to make sure you're using is you got your pens out with you. We got the 005 for the extra fine detail, and then we're going to be using another one of these fine pens that I got from my good friends Ron and Joe. So let's go ahead and jump right in here now with some ink. And we know we're going to have a sunset scene. Sunset, don't know, I think maybe the sun could be setting over here. That might be fun. Or over here. I haven't decided. Here would work. Here would work. Either way would work. Let's come in here first, and we're just going to have some fun with this young woman. She is definitely blowing on a conch shell. And unlike the last tutorial, this woman is soft. She's not hard. You cannot see all of her muscles. And I find this much easier to draw. So we come in here, we got her hips. We got the grass hula skirt, Not really gonna go into a horrible amount of detail on that. We got her, and we got her legs. There we go. One and two. Alright, there she is. That's not too bad. Oh, I forgot her head. Gosh. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day, if you're a mother. And if you're not a mother, then I hope you just had a nice day. We're going to go ahead and detail in that area right here. Remembering a nose would be nice, but some of this is going to be done with a finer tip, so leaving some of it out for that. And it's very, you can see this tip here. This is quite large, so to get that kind of detail in there using such a big tip, it's going to be quite difficult, but we will still try. You can get some pretty good lines. Alright, now we're gonna leave her alone for a little bit. We will come back to her later and work on that. And now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna remember that these trees grow kind of in sections. I'm not really concerned too much, except for the knowledge of knowing that as we get to the bottom of the tree, it's going to become much more jaggedy. That's a texture term. Remembering that, this side, sort of similar to the other side, I'm allowing those lines to not necessarily coincide. These don't exactly coincide. And there we go. Don't know if there's anything that grows at the bases of these things, or if they just sort of come right out of the sand. Up here, we're going to go ahead now, and I'll pause this. And we're going to come in here, and these leaves, don't really know how much detail is going to be necessary in these leaves. We know that these are dark underneath, and we're going to probably be doing that in mostly color. So if you want to know the color palette for this illustration, if you're following along, and if you would like to attempt this with me, this one looks not too difficult. Remember, there's some coconuts maybe up in there. Coconuts maybe. I don't know. I don't know if palm trees are also coconut trees, but I think they are. You can remember that we're going to be coming in here with blue, very light blue, for the shadowed zones on the beach and on the mountains and in the trees over here. It will make sense, trust me. We're going to go ahead and put in the sand here, and we'll go ahead and remember that the sand is going to disappear behind this water over here, so we can go ahead and put the water in a little bit, and then we have another hill here. We're going to go ahead now and connect these trees to this area here, because as you can see, the size of them is so much larger than the ones in the background. These must be a lot closer than the dune I've drawn them to. It's all about distance. You got to find the perspectives, and artists will ding you on that kind of thing. They'll tell you right off the bat, oh, your perspective's off. Well, you want that perspective to be right. So we're going to come in here now, and we're going to bring that tree down to here, and now down all the way to here. And this perspective is going to be a lot better. There we go. Same with these. We're going to bring them all the way over to here and to here. So here's this one. I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. As you can see, these trees are getting smaller and smaller the further away they go, except for these two here. They're roughly in the same location. Now we're going to go ahead and remember, put a little bit of ground in there. Not necessary too much when you get that far away. And we're going to come in here now, remembering that on this side we're going to see the water, but as the water gets further away, these waves are going to get smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller. Sorry about that. And we can see this hill.
Ready?
And now over here we may not see that at all. We're going to go ahead and here's our cove, and out to there. Okay. Now we can put trees in here if we want to be really cool about it, but they're really far away. So they're going to be tiny. Represented, and that's a word. And they're going to have the sun probably shining right under and through the bottoms of them, but they're there, and make their leaves in there. Okay. Now, as you can see, we're coming in here, and we're going to go ahead and put a little structure to this forest of trees back in here. And I'm just sort of I'm like I said, I am using absolutely no reference material other than my memory of those lovely pictures that my friend sent me. I will at some point probably go back for some reference on flowers. I want to make sure that I am getting my flowers done the right way when I start drawing. Now, as you can see here, as I get further away, I'm going to come in here and make them smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and I'm going to allow for them to kind of be jumbly messes as they get higher up in the air. But we want to have a definite bottom to these trees, which will probably be mostly defined using color. So I'm not worried so much about the bottom half. I do want this blackened area to look good when I get in there, but as we get over to here, that will be defined primarily by trees. These trees are the moneymaker trees. If you don't have them here, then it won't read to your eye as a forest. And we're going to cross them. It's okay. We want that. And then we're going to come over here and make them a little bit smaller. I'm going to shorten that tree up, see? I'm going to allow that to be a little bit shorter over here. And as we get over here, even a little bit shorter. And even shorter. And shorter. Alright, so you get the idea. Pause. Oh wait, hitting 10 minutes. Alright, you guys. Alright, you guys, I'm sorry that took me so long, but I thank you for joining me here on the Artist's Corner with your friendly neighborhood illustrator, Mr. David Joyner, bringing you high-quality drawing tutorials on a regular basis. Please come back and join me again. Thank you, and we'll be back tomorrow with the coloring of Island Girl.